Welcome to this week's edition of Mountain Outhouse News. I'm your host, Jam Jam. This is the crazy to happen in running this week. This week's stories include Tim Olsen's 2020 FKT Attempt, who joins the Hardrock board, and RIP CoolRunning.com. Two-time Western States 100 winner Timothy Olsen has announced he's taking on something new in 2020. He'll be shooting for the fastest known time, or FKT, on the Pacific Crest Trail from Mexico to Canada. The FKT on the 2,650-mile trail spanning 3 states is currently 52 days, 8 hours, 25 minutes, set back in 2016 by Carl Saab. The record has accelerated in recent years after David Horton set it at 66 days back in 2005. Rest in peace to the running website, CoolRunning.com. This race results platform was turned off this week by owner Active Network. Cool Running originated in New England and was a source for results and race calendar that eventually was acquired by Active in January of 2007. They've kept the lights on for over a decade, but after 25 total years of existence, the site is now completely dead. All that remains is a landing page saying goodbye. I guess that's an end of an era for those who relied upon the site for so much. Active Results is the new landing spot for race results, but it appears all of those uploaded to Cool Running over the past couple decades won't be integrated automatically, and it's up to race directors to upload past results. The Jed Smith 50 mile, 50K and more almost always features some of the fastest times at those distances of the year. It was the site of Carbon X last year. The 42nd edition came to NorCal on a 4.85 mile loop. This year saw legend Bev Anderson Abs take on the 50 mile, winning in a new Canadian and American record in her age group, 6 hours 31 minutes, placing second overall. She was just 7 minutes behind overall race winner James Scanlan. Bev now has 3 of the top 5 best times in the history of the 50-mile race. In the 50K, Devin Yanko ran a 3 hour 27 minute time, 3rd place overall, 10 minutes behind race winner Jonah Backstrom, who won in 3:17. Thanks to Outhouse viewer Matt Bachman, who shared this Jed Smith tidbit, Rich Hanna broke a 55 to 59-year-old 50K American record with a time of 3 hours 26 minutes. Nice. Gary Robbins, after a successful 30,000-foot training week, announced via his YouTube channel and social media he'll be back at the Barkley this spring. See you soon, Mr. Robbins. Some news out of the Hardrock 100. First off, Gina Lucrezi, founder of the Trail Sisters organization, will be joining the Hardrock 100 board with a 3-year term. Also, Hardrock is launching a 20-person trail camp with a slew of top athletes the weekend before the race this year. Participants will stay at Red Mountain Alpine Lodge. Sign-ups start soon. Now for some race results. The Rocky Raccoon 100 mile came to Texas at Huntsville State Park. We saw a super close race up front on the men's side, with Evan Dare winning in 15 hours 23 minutes ahead of Blake Hilty, who was second in 15:28, and Jeffrey Urbanski third in 15:30. First lady was Maria Silth, 11th overall in 18:43, with a big gap over second place Lindsay Phoenix, 20:03. The Hong Kong 4 Trails is over for 2020, and there were 7 finishers under the 60-hour cutoff time, with 33 starters. The fastest was Nugo Yamanthlimbu of Nepal in 54 hours 26 minutes. If you come in over the 60-hour mark but complete the route, you're labeled as a survivor. There were 5 additional of those in 2020. For those seeking entry into the next edition, we got some news for you. Registration opens April 1st, but only to those previous finishers. They will be invited to apply and take part, so I guess it won't be me in 2021. Back in my home state, the Elephant Mountain Trail Runs added a 50-miler, and I was excited to personally take part. I ran the full 50 in 11.5 hours, enjoying literally every second. Race winner went to Amy Razor for the women in 12:47, Seth Rutt for the men, 8:51. I'm telling you, this is probably my favorite 50-miler to date. Absolutely incredible scenery, north of Cave Creek, ranging from deserts to canyons, creek crossings, and high desert junipers. Spectacular. A new distance and race offering from Run Bum. The Wild Florida 120 mile kicked off this past weekend. The fastest times went to Christina Tokars in 27:08 for the ladies and Eric Keenley, 23:21 for the men. More race walking news this week. There will be no 50K race walk for the ladies in this summer's Olympics. Not sure how you can get any more backwards than that in 2020. Come on, IOC, get your together. This weekend is the 2020 Tarawera Ultras and the next stop on the Ultra Trail World Tour. We'll see how that all plays out in a full recap next week, but a few Americans to watch out for include Chris Brown, Zach and Nicole Bitter, Pat Regan, Sage Canaday, and Ryan Bach. Thanks for tuning in to episode 182 of Outhouse News. This show would not be possible without the continued support of our Patreon contributors who help with the production of this show each and every week. Join the Patreon crew at the link below for as little as $2 per month and unlock access to our post-show Glasses Off segment. Huge shout out to our $50 level supporters, Squirrels Nut Butter, Brian Sands, Mark Grabowski, and the Twisted Fork Ultra out of Park City, as well as our $25 level supporters, Bluebird Running Company, Sean Trujillo, Carrie Savage, Renee Fight, Casey Carter, and Jeff Holbrook. Thanks for checking out the show, and we'll see you next time. If you have crazy stories to share or a question or feedback for the show, please leave a comment below. And finally, if you'd like to own this custom pair of Jam Jam's Baby Shark sunglasses, complete with a signed certificate of authenticity, check out the link in the description. Have a shitty week.